Hey guys, it's Jerrick here from MMT. Today I got Ninja here on the table. What I'm going to show and demonstrate to you today is some posterior shoulder work, okay? So I've been getting a lot of this lately. People coming in with pains in the back of their shoulders, into their shoulder blades. So I found out a few good lines that I want to show you guys, okay? So we'll get straight into it. Get a bit of wax. So I like to connect just the palm first on just right at the bottom of this scapula or the spinous scapula right here, okay? I've been finding this on all ranges of people, either working from the gym or on the computer, and also people in the grappling scene as well, especially if they're very extended. They have to kind of contract their muscles in an extended position just like that. A lot of these rotator cuffs can be pulled on in a stretched position. So I like to work through here, the back of the shoulder, and even a little bit of the tricep. So the first one's always kind of a bit of a quicker one, just so I have a bit of a map of what I'm feeling. And now this stuff requires a bit more targeted work, okay? So I can feel I'm contacting the bone here, and it's really encouraging me to kind of pass through this line. As I get about to where it turns into more the actual shoulder joint, there's always a bit of a thickness of the tissue where it turns from rotator cuff, feeds into the shoulder and connects and makes up a bit of that capsule. That's where a lot of the people are tight through here. And how we going there, Ninja, all right?
Yeah, good man. Good connection. It feels therapeutic.
Yeah.
You know, don't you, that it's going to be better in the future, just from the feeling you get when you're getting pushed into
the right spots.
Yeah. And so you know these spots from your own body as well as lots of experience treating.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so I've definitely felt it on myself, and more so with people coming in, getting treatment in this area. I feel like it really ties into the trigger points in the rotator cuff, mainly the infraspinatus.
Whoa.
And they always say it kind of travels at the back of their shoulder. You always treat the front of the shoulder, they're always kind of poking at the back. Some movements that can kind of restrict this range is just going cross body, that motion, or even kind of reaching overhead as well. So I want to definitely be thorough in this area, because there is a lot going on in this rotator cuff. You got your infraspinatus, you got obviously your posterior delt, your tricep, like I said, but you got also your lats, which is the big muscle, your teres major and your teres minor.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Good, man.
So the areas here on especially the infraspinatus, you just have to take your time, because the trigger points, they can form very easily and they're very fibrotic. So you want to make sure you kind of, nailing the spots.
Nice use of words, man.
Yeah.
Fibrotic, fuck.
You like that one?
Fuck yeah, that's great.
Fibrotic.
Wow, I have to remember that. Fibrotic. Oh man. Therapeutic.
Yeah, this one I like it when it feeds into the back of the shoulder. So a lot of these times as well, the tightness can develop from a weakness. So not only we're releasing trigger points, but we're just bringing more awareness in this area, creating a bit more flow. And then when the time's right, we can load it. You know, we can do certain stability exercises, rotator cuff exercises, get into our pulling mechanics, our pushing mechanics. It all feeds in to kind of wake up this area. That's the goal, isn't it, Ninja? Like block versus flow.
Yeah, that's it, man. Create flow. become stagnant.
Yeah,
So,
just creating space where things need to kind of be open.
yeah. Yeah, let the magic happen.
So I'm working all through, and I can actually access a lot of the capsule of the joint. So the capsule is a combination of ligaments, muscle tissue, tendons that create a shoulder capsule, providing stability and for order to move. So now I'll go into a bit more into this teres major, teres minor, into this tricep. So I like getting a bit of a broader pressure, just like that. Having a good sink.
Whoa, it's good.
Yeah, these areas can be sensitive, but it can, yeah, like Ninja said, it can be very therapeutic.
Yeah. I could feel sometimes going down to my elbow, like certain spots you had just before.
Yeah. So referral can be a lot of things when people feel in their shoulders, their elbows. It can be coming from up the chain. And then work this down nice and easy through the tricep. Yeah, I feel like a tricep is a very underrated spot to get. It makes up about 2/3 of your arm, so a lot of muscle tension can definitely build up in the back of the arm as opposed to the front of the arm as well.
Yeah. Feels great.
So, yeah. You doing all right?
2/3 of the arm, that's a good start.
Yeah.
A little trivia question.
Pulling out the facts here.
Yeah, mate. The facts, the answer.
The answer, yeah.
The answer. Nicknamed him that right from the
From
start.
the start, Ninja knew.
I knew. Alan Iverson fans out there will know what we're talking about.
Yeah, AI.
Yeah.
My idol growing up.
Yeah. You like the handles on Kyrie now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's pretty amazing.
Got the ball on a yo-yo, like you say.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. Oh, man.
Do you feel that? I'm giving a bit of the elbow in those couple spots.
Oh, man. Not going to give you any lip now, mate. Fuck, that's my payback, huh? It reminds me, I was giving the guy some lift in the gym the other day, and he had gloves on. I fucking took them off and threw them away. And he had these little soft hands.
What has it got? The mittens. The mittens.
Yeah, the mittens, and then you know what happened? 1 minute later, fucking did a set of pull-ups and ripped my hand.
Gloves would
like,
have been handy.
Touche,
Yeah.
Well done. Universe gave me a bit of an answer straight away. So that was good.
I won't forget that one. The mittens.
Mittens, yeah.
Mittens.
Yeah. Imagine if we kind of put rubber on our hands, like with thick plastic or whatever, and bound our hands up, our fingers up.
Yeah.
Think, wow, that's crazy.
It will just stiffen. It will stiffen your forearm up, I reckon.
Yeah.
The same way with the shoes, then, huh?
Yeah.
It's got to be.
Yeah. If you can take that same kind of concept to your feet, that's what we're doing. We're binding our feet up.
Yeah.
We're not letting them express.
Yeah.
So many nerve endings in our hands, but also in our feet, especially the big toe.
Big toe. Yeah.
It's like I remember the stat, like the most complex nerve places. Our jaw is number 1, most complex. Thumb number 2, big toe number 3. So just sort of evolutionary kind of mindset. Why would
that's what I was just thinking about that just as well. Like, why was it jaw? Is just obviously we're eating.
Expression,
foods,
talking, like
communicating.
That.
A bit more intricate, where the thumb came in is when we're handling tools and making use of tools. Yeah.
So yeah, it's interesting, and there's so many facial expressions as well, like body language and things like that. But our facial expressions is a big part of our personality, our character, and so we expressing ourselves is kind of done a lot of unconsciously through our facial expressions. And it's interesting that the jaws so
tied in with the emotion.
Yeah, we need to be able to communicate. So yeah, it's important. Yeah. Need help to get things done, don't we? Kind of, I like the little line is, we did this in our meeting this morning. If you want to go somewhere fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. So it sort of just means if we, want to have meaningful big things, do it in teams, in groups.
Do it together.
Yeah. Get it done, mastermind it, and kind of everyone's got different strengths and things like that too. So you're going to have diversity within a group so people can bring different things to the table. So it sort of makes sense. You can collaborate. When it's just you, you're limited. So
you kind of need like that team effort.
Yeah.
Everyone pitching in.
Yeah, it's so cool when you got that team thing happening. And we love that kind of concept of getting together physically and just spending time sharing experiences and sharing food, teaching and learning. Challenge and support, those kind of things are such an important thing. And having safe space is another concept we kind of talk about a lot. And so with our teammates, but also kind of creating safe space with our customers so that they can let things go, that the pain from their body, but it also might be tied in with mental or emotional kind of things or financial things they're kind of working through.
Sometimes you can just come out, hey.
We're not separate from our emotions and our traumas they're all kind of held in our body. So if you can help release the physical, safe space for that, then the emotional stuff can start to process and clear as well. So
nothing works in isolation.
Ecosystems, huh?
It's all systems as well, ecosystems.
It's interesting that I heard people talk about you add an animal or a species to I think it was talking about putting the wolves back into some place in America and just what happened to the animal, the wildlife, but also just the plants and even the way the rivers went and things like that. It all kind of changed.
It changes the ecosystem, doesn't it?
And so we've got ecosystems within us, like all these different systems within our body, muscular system, our circulatory system and nervous system, but it all kind of ties in with our emotional systems as well. So that our posture, our ability to digest food kind of can be paralleled and compared to how we're processing life, holding on to our shit or we're kind of losing our shit or, those kind of things. Kind of mean that we're not functioning that well. We take a notice, so we kind of...
Gives you signs, hey?
You got to listen to the body, man. It's telling you, it's giving you messages, Are we kind of going to look into it or are we going to ignore it and neglect it and, try and, just distract ourselves with numerous things,
It can be anything, really.
So many things like eating is probably number one, make you feel good, dopamine, but it's probably poisoning us on another level, So
it's that short-term kind of dopamine hit, isn't it?
Yeah, the dopamine, instant gratification.
That's right.
So we little DMRT line seek long-term fulfillment over instant gratification. It's a good one to remember.
That always sticks with me.
Wow, it's good there, man.
So as you can see, I've worked this whole posterior lines. I've done a few lines actually. I'm just hitting these key spots, holding some of these areas, going really slow because this area does integrate into a lot of the fascial systems from the shoulder into the arm. Sometimes I need to go really slow. Sometimes I need to hold it. For these spots, I just need to hold it. and I'm just kind of anchor my elbow into my thigh or my hip, just so it has a bit of a base and I can kind of rock in that position as well. Mobilize that shoulder or mobilize this kind of whole upper quarter. So if you got any pain or discomfort in the back of your shoulder, in the rotator cuff, come in, we'll help fix you. Thanks guys.
Yeah, get it done.